Ready? 5 seconds. Start. I bring the best wishes and felicitations of the people of India to this August Assembly meeting in its historic 60th session. Stop. India has a special regard for the United Nations. Stop. The ideals of the UN run parallel to our own civilizational ethos. Stop. This is the ancient Indian concept of Vasudeva Kutumbakam, or the whole world is one family. Stop. It is this idea of a shared destiny which encouraged August Assembly 5 years ago to adopt the Millennium Development Goals. Stop. May I take this opportunity to convey our deep condolences and sympathize to the government and the people of United States on the widespread destruction caused by Hurricane Katrina. Stop. At the turn of the country, there was growing recognition that the contemporary challenges of pandemic diseases, environmental depredation, and terrorism demand a global response. Stop. At the same time, there was hope and optimism. Stop. The world community welcomed advances in science and technology, which made it possible as never before in human history to confront these challenges. Stop. We had confidence in mobilizing the collective will and wisdom of nations to herald a new era of peace and prosperity. Stop. 5 years later, we find that the international community is generous in setting goals, slow in pursuing them. Stop. We must therefore make greater efforts to mobilize the needed resources to meet the Millennium Development Goals. Stop. This would be a wise investment for the future. Stop. Failure will only make our task in the future more difficult and more costly. Stop. Stanza. We in the developing world face a dual challenge. Stop. The domestic one of managing political, economic, and social change in an environment of rising expectations and growing disparities, as well as the global challenge of securing an international environment conducive to meeting our developmental aspirations. Stop. These challenges are interlinked, and success or failure will affect us all. Stop. We welcome the agreement reached on the draft outcome document to be adopted tomorrow. Stop. It is a roadmap for the work ahead to reorient the organization to meet the challenges of the present. Stop. India will be a willing participant in this process. Stop. All of us assembled here recognize that the United Nations is in need of urgent and comprehensive reforms. Stop. The management of global interdependence requires strong international institutions and a rule based multilateral system. Stop. The reform of the United Nations must be based on this principle. Stop. It must include the expansion of the United Nations Security Council in both permanent and non-permanent categories of membership. Stop. Unfortunately, the United Nations suffers from a democracy deficit. Stop. Its structure and decision making processes reflect the world of 1945 as such, not the world of year 2015. Stop. Unless the UN becomes more representative of the contemporary world and more relevant to our concerns. Stop. Over.